Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my iRacing journey. So this morning we're back on the GT4 fixed Falken Tyre challenge, I think it is. So yeah, I was in two minds as about whether to record this one. And then when I joined the race session and saw that the strength of field was 1.4k, which admittedly is pretty low compared to what I'm usually added into or split into. I felt like this might be a more, I wouldn't use the word interesting, but a more competitive race. Particularly from my point of view. It certainly isn't going to be, the highest quality racing that you'll ever see in this series. But there's a good chance that with there being a lot of cars in and around me in the sort of same rating range as I am, that we're probably going to have a lot more. It should be a lot closer, a lot more competitive, and if I'm going to be realistic, there's probably going to be a lot more danger and accidents to contend with, and I'm probably going to end up being unceremoniously punted from the race in one manner or another, which will likely be a little bit frustrating if it happens, but I'm just going to have to, as always, try and be a bit hyper-aware and maybe force myself to be more defensive than I'd like to be.
P11, the track temp is 37, the air temp is 26 Celsius.
If I need to be. Yeah.
We need to follow car number 08 in the left column.
I'm not going to lie, I'm more nervous doing this one in the lower strength of field. On the understanding that it might actually be a relatively competitive race than I've been in all of the other top splits that I've been, matched into. And at least I know from my perspective, being in a top split, that there's no real expectation for me to finish particularly highly. Certainly not in the top half of the field, just because the strength of the field is just so high. And what on earth is Phil doing? He's hanging so far back, and he's going to end up. We're going to end up losing a lot. Oh no, we're not. Okay, he's caught up again. But yeah, no, a big difference this time is that with it being a relatively low strength of field. Well, I'm sure I must have said it God knows how many times now. I'm just sort of going round and round and roundabout now, which must be frustrating. I'm just going to have to hope we can get through the first couple of laps cleanly, and really hope that the guys around us are as safe as they can be. And we've got a few around us with there's a Francisco in P12 off to our front left there. I think he's in the yellow beamer there. He's got a relatively low safety rating of 1.2. He's running the gauntlet about getting demoted. So we'll just have to be wary and watch out for him if we come across him. So, and then behind us, it looks like the safety ratings are relatively sensible. So we've got a car on the left there.
Okay,
just going to try and keep it tight to the inside as we come through the last corner. Someone's going to try and make it 3 wide and take advantage of my slow line through the corner.
Left. Clear left. On your left. Still there. Still there. Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
That's exactly what I was talking about. In these low splits, you've got to be really careful of those accidents.
Good start, mate.
And I was wrong. This is not the guy with the 1.2 A-class safety rating in the yellow beamer. I do apologise for misidentifying you if you end up watching this video. So I've got nearly a second to car behind, number 8. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. And who is this cutting across the track? Did you see that? That's amazing. That man obviously doesn't care. Oh, don't. That's unfortunate. I deserved that 4x, and I should apologise. Sorry, Stefan.
P8.
Yeah, I just need to be a bit more careful around cold brakes, and I absolutely should know better than to leave my braking that late while I'm that close behind somebody.
On your left. Clear left.
Okay.
Well done, Dan. Great move. Keep it up.
I honestly didn't think he knew I was there, and I'm surprised he left the door open for me, to be honest. Mr. Taylor in front, and I'm gonna... Which way are you going?
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
Sweet pass, mate. The leader has just done a 126.68.
Well, this is a good showing to start, isn't it? It's a shame about going into the back of Stefan.
P6. You've just done a 128.36.
Like I did apologise over the voice comms, but it might he might not have his voice comms turned on, so I'll have to send him a quick message after the race to sort of... I mean, it didn't actually come to anything, so he's probably not going to be that bothered. But it's 4x that neither of us needed.
The gap behind is now 0.7.
Now, I'm looking forward to see over the next few laps whether or not Stefan manages to close that gap, or whether or not we can build it.
Okay, Dan, don't let this guy distract you.
I have a feeling that
That's a new fastest lap for Terry, 126.30.
the gap's just going to get smaller.
Heads up, there's a car rejoining. The gap to Villa in front is now 4.2 seconds. That was a 127.95. That's your best lap in this session. Remaining 10 minutes.
Marty, what the fuck are you doing?
The guy in front is Villa.
So the gap to Stefan behind has increased. It's continued. It's increased by over half a second since last lap, so that's good. So now we've just got to, you know, if I want to finish P6, then I just need to keep my concentration, hit my marks, and not make silly mistakes like miss apexes like that first part of that chicane.
That lap was at 127.80. The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 0.6.
Yeah, maybe he was. Maybe the reason he was falling behind is that he was fighting with one of the cars behind him. And now that he's got a bit of space around him, and he's been able to work on the gap between him and me. I don't think he's quite close enough to make a move. Or maybe he's looking. I don't think. Yeah, maybe he's going to get close enough next lap to make a move. So we'll think about defending that next time, depending on what the gap looks like.
Alright Dan, you're halfway home. Your fuel is fine. That lap time was 127.64. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
Okay.
P6.
Well, he's certainly close enough to go for a move into this corner, so we'll go defensive.
Let's see how wide you can make this thing.
Oh dear. That's going to give him the run coming out down to the chicane. Or is it? He's dropped back a bit. So unless he's got a really good run, I don't think I'm going to need to go defensive into this one. Oh dear. Got braking on there a little bit too late on the brakes, a bit deep into the corner.
이게 뭐 사건의 시계라고 보는 거.
You've just done a 127.82.
Go. 이게 뭐 go.
Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Oh dear. So it looks like Stefan's struggling with those two right-handers about
Okay,
as much
Dan,
as I am.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
So we're just gonna. Oh, I still missed it, even though I felt like I had the brakes a little bit earlier. It felt better going into it, right up until I started turning in. Yeah, I think just Oh, looks like Stefan's looking for the move here.
Car left. Clear left.
That's a 3B.
You need to push if we're going to hold this position.
Thanks for that, Jim. It's not going to add any pressure at all. But the upside is that there's a massive gap behind now. I've only got a lap car in front. I'm not racing him. You know, he does look to be a little bit faster than me.
The gap in front is now 3.9 seconds.
Well, then again, maybe not. But either way, I'm not
The
racing.
gap to Villa behind is increasing. It's
so
now
I don't need
1.6.
to force
P5.
him.
That's your best lap in this session.
And if it gets to the point where I'm right on his bumper, then we'll know by then that I am faster, and I just need to be patient to get past him, because he's under no obligation to let me through and give way to me. All he has to do is not fight me if I try and make a move. It doesn't mean I can just dive bomb him into a corner, of course. I still need to make it clean and telegraph that I am going to try and overtake. Oh, he's going to let me through. That's awesome. Thanks,
Right
Scott.
side, clear right.
Still good, man.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
I don't even know what I was saying there now. I think there can't be more than maybe 2 laps to go now, so we're just going to try to take it easy, just hit my marks. I don't want to say take my foot off the gas, because as soon as you start doing that, as soon as you start changing things, you're just increasing the odds of making mistakes. So I still want to, push about the same sort of pace that I've been trying to achieve most of the race, but also keep myself aware that there's really not that much pressure. I mean, Axel is within a second behind. He's probably picked up a draft. I imagine he's going to be able to close the distance a fair whack throughout what's left of the race. I imagine he's going to make up a lot of time going into that corner as well, because I'm not convinced I'm getting my braking right for that one. I think I could be trail braking a bit better into it, and trusting the car's going to turn in a lot sooner than I think it is, or a lot
One more
sharper
lap to go.
than I think it is. I still don't think I'm quite comfortable with this car yet. I mean, I'm comfortable with it in the fact that I like that it's stable, and I like that it doesn't feel too aggressive in terms of turning.
Okay, Dan, you've got half your fuel left.
It turns very well. But I feel like something like the Porsche or the McLaren, something mid-engined, would really unsettle me. You know, and as predicted, Axel is now nearly within half a second. Oh, there it is. There's half a second. Fortunately, I still don't think that's close enough to make a move. Until he gets within about 2/10, I think that's the point where I have to worry. I think we can still take a normal line through the chicane at the bottom, and if we keep it nice and safe, we'll cross the line in P5, I think this is. And this will be a nice way to round off the this week at Road Atlanta.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
And there we go. That is the session over. P5.
P5, and there's the finish. Good result, mate, well done.
Yeah, so I mean, despite the fact it was a lower strength of field, I'm still super happy with the result. You know, you can argue that it's the kind of result I should be achieving based on my iRating and you know, compared with the strength of field. So yeah, that's absolutely wonderful. Alright, let's see if we can find Stefan and apologise to him. Right, that'll do. So we go. Are we going to start the session now? Yes, we are. Okay, so let's have a look through the carnage. That's just a bit unfortunate. Maybe he just tried to keep the throttle pin. And this is the accident that we managed to scoot through at the start. And oh my god, look at all the cars that got collected there. Honestly, guys, if you see a car spinning in front of you and you see smoke, just come off the gas. And it's just gone around again. That's so unfortunate. That's a bit of net code. It's unfortunate. What on earth happened there? I guess we'll never find out, unless we just do this. Okay, the Mercs come back on the road. They've just tried to make it 3 wide going through there. You know, I mean, the Beamer absolutely should have just backed out of that. That was just silly. Okay, and this will be my me tapping the back of Stefan. Yeah, totally my fault. Got the braking wrong and went way too deep. And Mardy loses the rear end and goes around. And doesn't wait to rejoin the track. That's protestable. It's absolutely protestable. But I don't know if I've got the energy to do it. Yeah, I think I will clip the replay and I have a think about whether or not I can be bothered to protest this, because that's just a very unsafe rejoin. That's, yeah, that is annoying. Right, who's this then? Marty, unsafe rejoin. Cool. Let's save that. Cool. On to the next one. Well, I mean, you'd go for a gap that isn't there. Oh, that's a shame. I've done that before. That's horrible when that happens. And I don't know what's going on here. I think he's just gone for a move on someone and got the braking all wrong and decided to bail out across the, you know, rather than trying to make the corner. He's He had made the right decision to bail out. Oh dear. What are we going to get next? Is it an off track or is it going to be an unsafe rejoin? No, he's rejoining safely, that's fine. Phil's going off track and taking all the cones with him, brilliant. It could be worse. Axel, oh, this is where he lost it and where we gained the position on, yeah, where we got that last freebie towards the end. That's soul destroying. And here we come. Yeah. Marty's yeah, gone off track again. That was just so daft. Oh, okay. That move was never going to work. That's a blinker. And then that's it. Okay. No, overall, fun race. I enjoyed myself. And yeah, it's a good way to round off the this week at Road Atlanta and the GT4s. So looking forward to next week. We're going to be at Imola, and that should be starting tomorrow. So yeah, looking forward to that. Let's go and have a look at the results. Okay, so we have gained a little bit of safety rating. 4 incident points. I must have maybe picked up some incident points in practice or qualifying then, because that seems like a very small gain for that many incident points. Maybe, who knows? And we've also made a bit of iRacing, so that's encouraging. And up to P5 from P11, so we can't really complain about that at all. So yeah, brilliant. That more or less covers it. I think I'll probably upload this one today, and then I'm gonna maybe think about doing one more MX5 upload at Laguna Seca for the last one at Laguna Seca for this week before we move on to Oran Park, I think it is. So yeah, brilliant. I hope you enjoyed the race as much as I did, and I hope to see you again next time. So thank you very much, and have a great day.